Hello folks, welcome back to another review and thoughts on. This time around I'm going to probably tackle a few superhero movies. DC, Marvel, what have you. I'm tackling Infinity War right now. Now, when I first saw this, I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was like second best after Ultron. I know a lot of people don't like Ultron. I did. I would say that's somewhat of a better movie than this and Endgame, for sure. Because the characters, at least the Hulk in that one, was handled better. He wasn't really a joke. He wasn't weak like he is in this and in the next one. Overall, my history with Marvel and DC, I'm more of a DC fan, but I do like some Marvel, like Spider-Man Homecoming. I like Age of Ultron. I sort of like Guardians, but like they're not really a favorite of mine. Like I can like live without seeing any of the movies. Like I like Groot. I like the character of Groot. He was funny in this. Teenage Groot. But yeah, the movie overall, like this movie, it has a lot of cons. Well, not really a lot. It has two big cons. Well, really just one big con and one that should have been cut down or trimmed down, which is like the Thor making his new hammer. People complain about the whole, he goes off to do this thing in the water or whatever in Age of Ultron. At least that was like for a minute or a second, a few seconds, or like 5 minutes. This, they cut back and forth to him arriving on the planet or the ship or whatever, and he meets the creator guy who makes weapons, and pretty much also created Thanos' Gauntlet. So he's also, because I think he said Thanos promised him something in return or something. Of course, he lied, I guess, or like he ended up, the creator guy ended up having his hands in stone or whatever, so he can't really build anything. It's the actor that plays in the Game of Thrones, the little guy. But anyway, yeah, this movie, it takes place, I guess, after Thor Ragnarok. Pretty much the ending. I guess Thanos ambushes that ship that's leaving. I didn't really see that Thor movie, so. But yeah, it pretty much just takes place after that, and like, I guess Thanos appears and takes out most of the people on that ship from the ending of that movie. And like we see him at the beginning, which is pretty cool. Like he's in the shadows for a minute and he reveals himself. And Thor's defeated, beaten up, bad. Loki's trying to do his best to, act all mischievous or whatever. And, because pretty much the movie basically is the Avengers are trying to prevent Thanos from collecting all 6, I think, Infinity Stones. And, so yeah, they're doing that. But the movie starts off with Thanos attacking Thor and his people. And then the Hulk comes in, and the Hulk comes in, hits Thanos, jabs him a few times, shoves him into the wall a few times, or once, and then Thanos totally just, you know, beats him, does a few boxing jabs. Like, I think he hit him, like, in the throat or in the side of the neck, and that, like, got the Hulk off balance, and then he was just done from there. And then he just totally suplexes him. And then the Hulk is down. And then that sucked. So right there, I was like, what? At first, when I first saw it, I was like, whoa, okay, Thanos is pretty cool. But then I'm like, no, you just, no. And then even the worst part is when you ruin the Hulk like that, but then he doesn't even get a revenge fight with Thanos in Endgame. It's called Endgame, where everybody else get resurrected. The Hulk never, like, he's in Endgame, but he doesn't even fight Thanos. Doesn't get a rematch. Granted, I think I did see snippets in the movie. Like, I did watch, like, the beginning of it, and I got bored, I think. Or I just didn't care anymore. I know I'm gonna have to watch that sometime down the road. Ugh, I'm dreading that. But yeah, they ruined Hulk in this movie. Pretty much he gets sent to Earth to warn Tony and Doctor Strange and everyone about Thanos. And then we get the Guardians involved, and they run into Thor. So then Thor and Rocket Raccoon Groot decide to go get the weapon that can kill Thanos. So they go off on their own adventure, which is that should have been, like, trimmed down a bit. And then we get the big battle at Wakanda, which I didn't see Black Panther, but I'm not a fan. I like the character, but I'm not really into his movie. Looked kind of boring. Like, it didn't really look interesting. Like, I like his suit and I don't know. Like, I like his look, but, like, his universe, I don't know. I know that movie got a lot of praise, so maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't. I don't see myself liking it, but same with Doctor Strange. I didn't see Doctor Strange. But yeah, pretty much the movie, Spider-Man's in it. He gets a new suit. He pretty much teams up with Iron Man throughout the movie, really, and Doctor Strange, because they want to try to separate Thanos from, I can't remember what stone Doctor Strange has. I think it's, like, either a magic stone or, like, they're all magic, but they have, like, different elements. Like, there's, like, time, the soul stone, reality stone, but I forget what stone he has. But Iron Man wants to maybe keep him at bay, but then Doctor Strange was like, no, we're going to protect it with our lives. And then also Scarlet Witch, who I'm a fan of her a lot. I can't wait for her show. Granted, I don't have Disney Plus, but that's what, hoping people stream it online, so for free. They catch it online. Her fight with the few assassins of Thanos was pretty cool. And then you get introduced to Captain America and Black Widow. They're in Scotland at this time. So I guess they, like, pretty much the events of Civil War, where everybody, like, split up because of differences, how to handle, super ability people. But yeah, they pretty much they rejoin back with Falcon, I think, or I can't remember the guy, the Iron Man, the Black Iron Man character. Is his name Death Machine or Machine something? But yeah, they meet up with him. I just noticed Ant-Man wasn't in this movie. Or Hawkeye. Which I'm not a fan of Hawkeye, but I know he's in the next one. Even the stuff they do with his character, like, it was okay, but again, he kind of ruined a little bit of Ultron for me, because his whole... I'll get to that movie, but going off tangent. But yeah, overall, the acting in this film is fine. Thanos, I sort of liked elements of Thanos, but his whole philosophy of bring balance to the universe by wiping out half of it so the other side of it can survive or something. And pretty much he's just insane, pretty much, because he's... I wonder, I know, like they said, because since they have the rights for the Fantastic Four, but I guess since they killed Thanos, we're never going to get Galactus versus Thanos. They also didn't do the whole death thing, like Thanos, because in the comics, he's obsessed with Death, who is actually a being who's female, and he wants to marry her and show her, like, how much he loves her, so he decides to genocide, like, most of the universe, just to get her approval and all that. I'm surprised they didn't really, I mean, I guess since they already set up a universe, so. But, yeah, overall, the movie, to me, is fine. It's, again, stuff with the Hulk, that's they ruin his character, and the Thor creating his new hammer scenes could have been trimmed way more down, and even the final fight at Wakanda, it reminded me of Phantom Menace, which, again, I like Phantom Menace, but it reminded me of that when I first saw it, and I was wondering, why did they had the shields up, and then the Black Panther's like, take the shields down so we can fight them or whatever. I'm like, why? You have them outside of your element, outside your city or whatever, and you decide to put the shield down. So, okay, whatever. Maybe I missed something. Maybe he mentioned something, and then we have the fight with them against Thanos' armies. And then Scarlet Witch has to kill Vision to destroy the Time Stone inside of him. That happens, but then Thanos just, what's the name's it? Brings it back and then kills Vision himself. And then he makes everybody else disappear. Which, that was really eerie. Like, you see, I think, some of them were sad, like Spider-Man's was sad, like, Tony, I don't want to go, or something like that, and I don't know, Tom Holland's Spider-Man's pretty cool. That was pretty sad seeing him go. I mean, granted, he comes back, they all come back, but it was sort of like an Empire Strikes Back ending, where I can sort of live with this ending, because not everybody dies, at least, but again, the damage is done in Endgame. But, Scarlet Witch gets, dusted. I would have liked it if they had her back for Endgame. And, I mean, she comes back, but she should have survived at the end of this movie, because I actually liked her character. That arc of her character and Vision. I liked her story. I guess they dropped the whole Hulk and Black Widow love story. I guess they dropped that sorta, because like they reference, like, he sees her for a minute. He's like, hey Sasha or Natasha, whatever, and she's like, hey Bruce, and then that's it. They don't really have another scene together where they're talking alone, or, I mean, granted, there's more important stuff going on, but that's what I liked. Some of the elements from Ultron was that storyline where she was able to calm the Hulk down, and they explore that a little bit in that movie, and then Civil War, or I think Civil War, they kind of, I think they drop it. Or no, I don't even think, no, he's not even in Civil War, that's right. That's right, because he leaves at the end of Ultron, so. Goes off into space or whatever. But yeah, overall, the movie is fine. Again, it's trying to be, I mean, I guess the reason they put a lot of humor in with certain characters because they knew how it would end. It was going to be downer, bittersweet. So I sort of can't really fault them for doing that, but I don't know. But yeah, overall, it's okay. It's not really one of the best Marvel films. Again, Age of Ultron to me is up there so far than most of them. But yeah. You can join my Patreon to request movie review or audio movie commentary or whatever. So if you want to, or just to help the channel out, or leave a like and subscribe and comment, share. But yeah, take care and bye.